If you're a first-time home buyer and you have about 6 to 12 months to wait, going to your local home builder and picking out a lot and model and choosing your upgrade seems like a very, very nice option. Well, ladies and gentlemen, in today's video, I want to give you guys a huge warning, because right now, 2022, there are a lot of issues happening in the building industry, and a lot of home buyers are still having this false expectation that they're going to have an amazing experience with these builders. There has been a lot of issues that you're having, and even though I'm not telling you not to do it, I am telling you that if you're going to go into it, you need to make sure to be very cautious and protective of what you're getting into. I'm going to share with you some examples that happen to clients, to people I know, and how they got, I don't want to say screwed, but how they got put in a bad spot, and what I'm recommending to them. And I'm hoping that you can take from this video is some general advice of how to protect yourself from it happening to you. So first things first, let's get something out of the way. Yes, I look like I'm a schoolboy from the 1960s, 70s, 80s. I am the Mexican alfalfa, whatever you guys want to call me. Let's just let it out now. Go ahead, have your laughs. Okay, happy? Okay, great. Perfect. I like this shirt and I'm going to rock it. Right now, what's happening, ladies and gentlemen, is if you decided to start building your house in Q1 of 2021, you're probably finishing it, or you have finished it in the last 2 or 3 months. And right now, what we're finding is there's a lot of people who are not happy with the product. And how we can find this out is if you simply go to the BBB, is that how you say it? The Better Business Bureau. I just looked them up. You guys know them. Here's one, General KB Homes. You can look through the reviews and you can find that there are some very recent complaints happening with the missed deadlines to finish construction. Here's another random Taylor Morrison company in Houston. 2021, one star, cheapest possible products and construction crews. July to 2021, one stars, a bunch of issues. Here's another one, Lancy Homes. There's a long story here about how they found mold in the freaking drywall. A lot of people saying, built in December of 2021, which is just a month ago. A lot of people saying do not buy from it. And this is all public information. Literally, whatever builder you're considering, just go on the Better Business Bureau, look them up, and you're going to see the kind of crap that's going on. The two main issues right now that builders are having, it's quite simple: material and it's labor. What does this mean? Well, when a new builder builds a house, they get, obviously their foreman or whoever's in charge of the project, and they essentially have different divisions. So they go, okay, we have people who lay the foundation, we have our framers, we have, and they have a process to this. Well, they get a bunch of companies that bid for the work, and companies win it. So for example, there might be, let's say Javier Vidana company wins the bid to get the whole lot or divisions or subdivision or whatever. And now they're in charge of, let's say, framing or finished carpentry or whatever. So now this company is in charge of that. Now, you would think that this company would do all the work, but no, instead what happens is, either because of lack of shortage of material, labor, or whatever, this same contractor will actually subcontract the work and break it up to other subcontractors. And back in the day, there was enough workers to go around where, the subcontractors would have to bid to get the work for, the contractors. But the issues they're having now is there's not enough workers that are wanting to work in construction right now. And the ones that are working are overworked because there is not enough workers. That, or they're so desperate to get workers that they hire whoever is available, and they're literally learning their trade on your house. The thing is they are delaying as needed, and the 4 to 6 month build time is now increased to 12-month build time for a lot of places because of that. But here's a problem: there is limited material. There is underqualified laborers doing the work. And because they're having these issues, of course they're going to, reduce the prices to, because everyone's being affected. They want to make sure that the buyers, no, they're not reducing the prices. The prices are still going up and up and up. And guess what? People just want to have a house. So they're just going to pay whatever they can to get a freaking house because, they got to get that fresh, moldy drywall. No, I'm just kidding. Not all places moldy drywall. But the case is that it's just something's not calculating here. Values, if we're building new builds, are going up and up and up. quality is being going down and down and down. Labor, quality, supply issues, everything is not affecting the values of these houses, which it makes absolutely no sense. It needs to be like okay, no more value increases. Let's stop building until we get our crap together. Let's finish these houses on time, and then we can worry about the new houses. But no, that's not happening. So what can we do for you to protect you from this? Well, here is the advice I have been giving people. Do not rely on the home builders and the warranty to make sure that you're going to be covered. Like a lot of people just kind of go to their framing inspection, their whatever walkthrough, and that's it. No. This is no longer an option. If you're going to get into a new build, you have to be on the defensive. This means that you're going to show up whenever able, once a week, twice a week, to do a very diligent and thorough walkthrough of the property. If there is any issues going on with it, if you see any material not being sufficiently done well or has decent quality, then you need to let somebody know immediately. You have no chance to just kind of just wait around and go check on it when it's time for it to for whatever walkthrough. You're going to have some kind of budget for home inspections. There is no ifs, ands, or buts. Do not trust you. Do not trust your uncle who is a contractor. Get a neutral third party whose only job will be to give an inspection on the house. And I recommend you do an inspection of the house for the framing walkthrough, do an inspection of the house for the drywall, do an inspection for the house near the end, like 2 or 3 inspections. And maybe you won't have to pay for every one of them. I would call an inspector and just be like, hey, bruv, I'm building a house. Can I work out a deal where we pay, go out 3 times in a year, and then, we'll pay you this much, and then whatever. I don't know, figure it out. But I think you should hire an inspector as much as possible. So that way you're not just taking your word for it. You're not taking your eyes word for it. You literally are documenting, here's what's wrong with the house, and here's what we're requesting to get done. Last but not least, you're going to have to expect the worst with the time frames. If you are making plans around your build time and like, okay, this is when it's be finished building, and I can't wait to live here in 9 months. No, maybe don't plan for it. Maybe just have a plan B just in case. But if they're telling you 1 year, just plan whatever the contract should say. This is the maximum they can request. So make a plan B for whatever the maximum request is, and whatever month they give you for a deadline, try not to let's have your lease end on that month. Make sure to give yourself some wiggle room, because odds are they are going to run late. And by the way, if they are running late, that's much better than them pushing out a product just so they can get their money. Like, it's okay. I would rather have a builder tell you, hey, we're going to have to wait another 1 or 2 months to make sure this is done right, than say, hey, we're having issues with the roofer, but we just want to close on this house. So let's just close it and we'll finish the roof after you close. Sound good? I really hope they stop increasing the prices so much. Like, they need to chill. They need to start relaxing with that. And since the quality has been reduced, the value needs to be reduced as well. How we can have this happen is, maybe don't rush out to go freaking sign a new build. As long as they continue to sell out, they're going to continue to try and push and get it going. So just please be careful. Make sure you're being defensive about everything. Make sure you're having people read the contract. Make sure you just be on the diligent, ladies and gentlemen. Please just take care of yourselves, okay?